Aloha everyone and welcome back, my name's Shane. How do you think you go flying from one side of the world to the other in a seat that doesn't recline? Well, we're about to find out, and we're flying from Helsinki through to Hong Kong with Finnair in what has to be the world's most unique business class. Today's PlaneShane adventure starts in Helsinki Vantaa Airport, which is about 19 kilometres from the centre of Helsinki and only 700 kilometres from the Arctic Circle. There's nobody around here tonight and it literally takes minutes to get through. I flew in from Paris earlier today, but instead of spending all my time in this beautiful airport, I did something a little different. I jumped on the train, which is a 30-minute ride into Helsinki Central, and then had date night down by the water. If you want to know which restaurant I went to, I'll leave the details in the description. But before I left, I stuck my head into the lounge for a look and a quick shower. Finnair operate a fleet of 79 aircraft at an average age of just under 14 years. Their fleet consists of around 70% Airbus aircraft. Their non-Airbus aircraft include Embraer E190 jets, as well as ATR 72 turboprops. Our aircraft is a 7-year-old A350-900 registration Oscar Hotel Lima Whiskey Golf. Tonight's flight to Hong Kong will take us over 14 countries with a flight time of 11 hours and 21 minutes. This puts us on the ground for dinner at 6:30 p.m. On board, you'll find a 3-class configuration with 43 Collins Aerospace Airlounges in the business class cabin. There's 24 premium economy seats and 211 regular economy. As always, I'll include a link to the AeroLopa Seat Map in the comments.
How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And wow, unlike traditional airline seats, the Air Lounge doesn't recline. Instead, it has a fixed contour design and it's made from deliciously tactile materials, so it feels more like a piece of Nordic furniture. The whole concept is inspired by floor space living of the Japanese, and they've maximised the living space so you can sit cross-legged or lie flat by sliding into a more relaxed position for sleeping. You're given 2 pillows and a movable table to make it a versatile place to work, an entertainment zone, or your bed. We'll have a good chat about this a little later on. On the right hand side there's a valuables bucket which is deep enough for a laptop. And that's the seatbelt for sleeping. And the controls are really easy to find. I love that there's a built-in wireless charger. Ooh, my welcome drinks here. This is the signature blueberry juice drink. So what do we have waiting? We've got slippers, they're felt and they look a little rustic, but they're actually made from recycled bottles. A travel kit from Finnish design house Marimekko. Firetech noise cancelling headphones. This is the seat topper. It feels really thin. A Marimekko blanket. And 2 pillows. The Air Lounge design is surprisingly private.
Hello everyone, we're happy to welcome you on board Finnair. Before departure, we kindly ask for your attention as we go through the safety features of this aircraft. Save the aircraft. Inflate the life jacket by pulling the red tab.
Goodbye Finland, I'll definitely be back. Before we take off, it's time to de-ice the plane. And if I can ask for your help, if you can smash that like button, that'll help me grow the channel and enable me to develop more content like this. And it's a bird's eye view with external cameras fitted. And this is an 18-inch display. Headphone storage with both USB and USB-C charging and an audio jack are built into the seat behind you, so there's no tangled cables when you need to use the bathroom. The in-flight entertainment system is an absolute dream. It's really easy to find movies, music and books. I'm really loving the consideration that Finnair has put into every part of this experience so far. Even on the food menu here, there's a suggested wine pairing. And the bubbles they serve is a Joseph Perrier Cuvée Brut. And from one seat to another, the thoughtfulness in design doesn't stop. It's a loo with a view. There's Hollywood strip lighting for makeup. Bathroom products are from Finnish brand Seas. A full-length mirror. A changing platform, and the toilet button is a sensor flush located up near the basin. Warm nuts and a nice red always helps me relax, and this leads really nicely into the dinner service. The table is a pebble shape, so it's really easy to manoeuvre around, and if you need to get up during the service you're not trapped. For dinner tonight I've opted for the beef cheek. It comes with a beef and lamb sausage. It's sitting on a bed of corn puree and balsamic and Madeira sauce. Yum. The cold plates are a salmon tataki, and the other dish is a nettle pesto marinated feta cheese with roasted celeriac. This beef is absolutely falling apart. And rounding off this incredible meal, it's an apple pie with cinnamon mascarpone mousse. Absolute heaven. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and come along with me on more exciting travels. Let's take a look at what we get. It's a recycled polyester amenity kit. Inside you'll find a Humbleco bamboo toothbrush, a Marimekko eye mask, and some earplugs. Well, I've eaten my way across Europe and I've slept until Kolkata in northern India. How did I sleep? Well, I have to say this is where I feel that amazing Finnish design has ended and passenger mishaps begin. The seat topper itself needs a total rethink. I'm 6'1" and I needed to slide all the way to the bottom of the footwell in order to lie flat. And unfortunately the bedding goes with you as you slide. And if you try and roll over, you end up in a twisted mess. The next time though, I'll simply leave off the seat topper. 10.5 hours into the flight, the Finnish feast resumes. And for breakfast, it's a vegetable and cheese quiche, a green salad with cranberries, and fresh fruit. Now before we land, let me wrap up this flight review. Firstly, the cost. My ticket today was business class from Paris through to Hong Kong with a connection in Helsinki. It was a Qantas frequent flyer redemption and cost 104,000 points. Looking at the cost on Google Flights, typical fares start around 4,500 Australian dollars. My flight from Paris was an A321 in business, and if you're keen to see what that looks like, you can check out my other review. Now the Air Lounge, what an incredible product. A very bold departure for Finnair from a traditional business class seat. Like most things in life, this won't be for everyone. If you have back issues, you'll either love or hate this seat, and you basically have to find and build your optimal lounging position. I didn't mind doing this until I moved, and then I had to do it all over again. Tall or larger bodied side sleepers may also find it more difficult to turn over with the footwell dimensions. The proportions of the rest of the Air Lounge are generous, and if you're a tactile person, the quality of materials used are beautiful. The IFE was really smooth, and the external cameras always help to give you a perspective beyond your seat. Wi-Fi was available on this flight, however if you're wanting to work it's not free. I feel this is a little restrictive these days. And now amenities. Unfortunately there's no pyjamas for business class passengers on this flight, but one thing I do appreciate is the partnerships that they've formed for their amenity providers. You can tell they've put a lot of thought into the products they've used to package up the business offering. Additional amenities are available on request. And now the food, absolutely fantastic. These are some of the nicest business class meals I've had. Overall, I absolutely loved my Finnair experience, and I genuinely can't wait to return to Finland. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask and I'll do my best to help. And welcome to Hong Kong. Thanks for watching, and until next week, Safe travels.